up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, y'all. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Also, don't forget about our live shows. We live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, live every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and live every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. But let's get it popping, bro. So George Kambosos, man. George Kambosos, his team, his wife, his loved ones, man. I really got questions about their inner and deepest thoughts about people of color and people of minorities, bro. I really, really do. So I was watching the George Kambosos and Devin Haney press conference. As a matter of fact, it came on while I was live. We watched the tail end of it live with the people in the chat. But then I went back and watched it again in full myself. And a couple of things that really, really stuck out to me. George Kambosos was behaving in a manner that would make you believe that he always wanted this fight. He was behaving in a manner that will make you believe that he didn't try to fight Vasily Lomachenko first. And well, knockout, that's a good fight. It is a good fight. It's a damn good fight. It's a damn good fight. Wouldn't have been mad at the matchup. I'd have been mad because Kambosos lied about Devin Haney, and I'd have been mad because that's who he said he was gonna fight before he fought Teofimo Lopez. Then I would have been even more pissed off because we would have still had confusion in the lightweight division. We would have still had the whole franchise controversy. So I'm happy that this fight is happening because whoever win this fight, take the franchise belt, as I've been saying, chunk that shit in the garbage, bro. But for this damn press conference, bro, with Devin Haney, I already saw George Kambosos' lady, and I'm not going to, we keep it on the boxers over here, but she dropped the N-bomb. She dropped the N-bomb and spelled that shit wrong in reference to something that she was talking about on social media. So, and you look at her, she's, Algerian, I believe. So, she got some African in her, but she look, she looks like she's a Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? So that in other words, all right, bro, maybe. And he say she like a quarter black or whatever, but, all right, let that one slide, bro. Then I'm listening to the press conference, and I hear George Kambosos call Devin Haney a boy. Now, you may be like, bro, like, that ain't really shit. Knockout, that's, like, he just talking shit. And I'm cool with fighters talking shit. And I love the fact that he's a boxer doing it to another boxer that he about to fight, because Devin Haney has an opportunity to make him stand on that shit. But I believe this is part of mind games from George Kambosos, and we'll get to that part later on in the video. But the word boy, and I don't know who's watching this video, where you from or what you represent, but here in America, right, slave owners used to call black people boys. That's what they used to call them. People, the KKK, when they were lynching people, when our country was still segregated before the civil rights movement and all that shit, that was something that was used by white people to describe black people. They would call them a boy, right? And so that negative connotation, it kind of, it sits with you when you hear somebody that looks like George Kambosos saying it to somebody that looks like Devin Haney. It's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. But what I love about it is this. When you in a combat sport, Devin Haney has an opportunity to show George Kambosos that he's not a boy. Devin Haney has an opportunity to show George Kambosos that you gonna eat them words. So, at the end of the day, talk your shit, George. Just be ready to stand on it June 5th or June 4th or June 5th over there, whatever the hell. Just be ready to stand on it on fight night. And what I believe he's trying to do is this, and I think, and I would hope that Devin Haney is too smart for this, because I just saw some other comments. George Kambosos just said, like earlier today, it was an article came out. He said, I think Devin Haney is going to run from me the whole fight. And he's calling Devin Haney a boy. right? To me, that sounds like a fighter that's trying to get somebody to fight with him. To me, that sounds like a fighter who believes his best shot is to get Devin Haney to sit in the pocket with him, fight with him, and want to try to knock him out in hopes that Devin Haney is more vulnerable and not, doesn't use ring IQ and tries to turn it into a fight. And then George Kambosos can take advantage of that anger, take advantage of that aggression, and do some things on his own. That's what it sounds like to me, that he's trying to get in Devin Haney's head and that he wants Devin Haney to go into this fight angry, looking for a knockout. And for me, that's always been my criticism of Devin Haney, bro. It's not that he don't have the best power that bothers me. Because I believe his power, like if we're going on a scale of 1 to 10, shout out to Ricky Williams. He do the boxer ratings here on YouTube, does a great job. On a scale of 1 to 10, and he did Devin Haney last week. Y'all need to go check that shit out. That shit was fire. On a scale of 1 to 10 for Devin Haney's power, I give him like a 5.5, maybe a 6. So, to me, he's a sharp puncher. He can catch you with shots that you don't see coming. But he got enough pop to where you ain't just going to walk through his shit. And that's enough if you got mad boxing skills. So that's enough to me. But he is 5.5 out of 6. And my criticism, I say all that to say, my criticism has always been that it seemed like he don't want to accept that shit. And as a result, he goes in with Jorge Linares trying to go for the knockout. Trying to show that he can close the deal. Right? And he ends up getting clipped because he's being overly aggressive trying to fight in the pocket when he made the fight extremely easy for the first 5 rounds of the fight. And I've always maintained, if you a fighter, bro, regardless of your style, it's certain people gonna rock with you and people not gonna rock with you. You can't make people like you. Like Floyd Mayweather was a boxer. He had a lot of hate. Deontay Wilder is probably the biggest puncher in boxing history with that right hand. He got a lot of hate. Devin Haney is a boxer. He gets a lot of hate. Shakur Stevenson is a boxer. He gets a lot of hate. Gervonta Davis is a knockout artist. He gets a lot of hate. Bunch of fighters, different skill sets. People, they gonna like who they like, bro. People are gonna support who they want to support regardless of how you fight or what you do. So I've always maintained Devin Haney, just fight your fight. If they can't get through on your jab and you can jab somebody into oblivion and don't lose a round, I don't care if you ever get another knockout again, because the people that are going to support you are going to support you because they like you as a fighter regardless if you get the knockout or not. And people that don't like you, they ain't going to like you regardless. Because if you get your ass knocked out or you get beat while trying to get knocked out, your critics ain't going to be like, well, shit, I like Devin Haney anyway. Even though he lost, he was going for the knockout. That was a very entertaining fight. Now they're going to be like, ha, he got exposed. So that's always been my criticism, and I believe that George Kambosos and his team, they see that too. Devin Haney, and this is what makes him, a very good fighter. This is what makes him somebody that you want to root for. He wants to prove people wrong. He wants to prove people wrong so bad that he'll try to go for knockouts. That he'll try to show you whatever you say he can't do. He'll try to show you that he can do. Oh, Devin Haney can't fight in the pocket. Last couple of fights, he been fighting in the pocket more. Oh, Devin Haney ain't got no power. He been trying to sit down and trade with people more. And to me, that's to the detriment of his skill set. That's to the detriment of what I think he does best as a fighter. So I believe George Kambosos, with all these comments, Devin Haney gonna run from me. You had no choice, boy. All this shit, man, he trying to get Devin Haney to come in there, make it a dog fight, because that's where he believe he can take advantage of some mistakes that Devin Haney may or may not make. And so, if you Devin Haney, man, you got to be smarter than that. You got to be on your P's and Q's. And I thought he handled himself well at the press conference. Let him know, hey, I ain't no boy. You going to find out June 5th. Kambosos said, oh, you mad? He said, I ain't mad. Why would I be mad? I'm on the cusp of my dream. Talk. They did some good talking, some good back and forth. As far as the mental warfare or whatever, who's winning, you got to get an edge to Devin Haney right now, because George Kambosos did everything he could not to get this fight. He did everything he could not to get this fight. They tried to make Devin Haney an offer that he would walk away from. They pulled the same shit that Oscar De La Hoya did with Jamal Charlo in the PBC. Oscar De La Hoya was like, shit, bro, I don't want Jaime Munguia in this Jamal Charlo fight. So even though they paying for it and they made the offer and they gonna pay for all the fighters' purses, let's ask them, let's tell them that we need the fight on DAZN. Even though we ain't paying nobody purse, even though we ain't the ones that's making the fight, we ain't the ones paying for the fight, let's tell them we want the fight on DAZN. Knowing that the PBC wouldn't agree to that shit. No one would agree to that shit. You will never catch DAZN paying for a card, but then letting Top Rank air the card. You will never see Top Rank paying for a card and then letting DAZN air that shit or PBC air that shit. So why would you expect PBC to do it? You don't. You just want them to pull out of negotiations because you don't want that fight for your fighter. Easy, bro. Easy to see. Same thing that George Kambosos tried to do. Oh, I need to fight in Australia. Cool. You can have it in Australia. Oh, I need a one-way rematch clause, but you can't get no rematch if you lose. Cool. Oh, I need a one-way rematch clause. I need to be in Australia, and I need the rematch to be in Australia. Cool. Oh, I need the rematch in Australia. I need you to come to Australia a second time, and if you beat me, you don't, or if I beat you, you don't get no rematch. Oh, and we need 80-20. You got to take less money than you made for a non-unification fight. Cool, I take it. Damn. Okay, we got to do the one-way rematch clause, and you got to come back to Australia for the rematch if you beat me, and you got to get way less money than me, and you got to sign on the Top Rank for a third fight, and we ain't even gonna tell you who the third fight is. We get to pick your opponent. All right, cool. Well, I sign it. Real shit, bro. Real shit. Now, can Devin Haney actually pull this shit off and win the type of fights and the type of environments that he gonna have to fight in? I don't know, bro. We'll do the breakdown and the prediction when we get to the fights and shit, but that shit is to be commended. So you can't get me to believe for 1 second that Team Kambosos wanted this fight. And so, to me, the mental edge goes to the guy that's always maintained he want the fight, and that's Devin Haney. George Kambosos been flipping and flopping around all over the place, bro. And let's not act like because he beat Teofimo Lopez, he was just putting on great performance after great performance after great performance. If Mickey Bay can box with him and George Kambosos escapes with a split decision, you think Devin Haney can't box with him? You think he don't know that Devin Haney is extra talented, bro? So, you know, it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Give me your thoughts on this press conference, man, and the use of the word boy. I don't like this shit. I don't like that shit. Too much racial undertone, and especially coming off of a week or two ago when your wife was saying the shit she was saying. Just a bad look all the way around. But the great thing about boxing, Devin Haney has an opportunity to punish his ass for his words, bro. He has an opportunity to do it. Let's see if he can do it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows. Live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And you can also catch me live every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.